Exactly.
There's still much ado about the battle for the principal officers' jobs in the 10th Assembly, National Assembly. Ahead of its inauguration, the governors from the North Central Zone have appealed for reconsideration of the rezoning of the presiding offices of the National Assembly as released by the National Working Committee of the All Progressive Congress. Meanwhile, opposition parties said they may no longer contest for the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the incoming House of Representatives because no one has presented himself or herself or for the office. Jide, let's start from the governors from the north central part of the country.
Yes. What we've seen in the last couple of weeks is complaints about the zoning structure released by the NWC of the APC. Clearly, the consultation was not enough, if there was any. And the testimony of the APC national chairman showed clearly when those House of Reps members went to meet him and his colleagues in the NWC, he owned up to the mistakes that were made, and he admitted that they did not do sufficient consultation. They did not even speak with the aspirants. Aspirants to those principal offices, even for the job of speaker alone, no less than 6-7 aspirants at that time. Someone told me that Dogwa has opted out of the race, but I've not spoken with him. You ought to, since you want to zone the thing, the people who are contesting, there are people that you have to first talk to. You must get their buy-in. Say, gentlemen, this is what we want. They are the people contesting. But if you didn't speak with them, you took your decision. Of course, if they feel slighted, they can work against the party. And everyone knows that the House of Reps especially, they have this rebellious streak. They have a way.
I should forget all this opposition, not party and everything.
Right from Patricia
interest.
Right from Patricia Ete's period, when Obasanjo imposed Patricia Ete on them, they didn't leave the woman alone. They harassed her out of office. And the trend continued like that. In 2015, Gbajabi Amila was the choice of the party. Gbaja didn't win the election. It was Dogara, who was chairman of the House Committee on Services, that eventually prevailed. So, when you want to do something like this, in a democracy, you need conversation with people. You need to speak with the people. You need to get their buy-in. They must buy into it. Otherwise, they will rock the boat. In this case, they've seen that something that had never happened before happened this time in terms of the zoning structure. The Northwest producing 2 out of the 4 presiding officers. You know, presiding officers are Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Senate President, Deputy Senate President. 4 of them are presiding officers. And 2 of those presiding officer positions went to a geopolitical zone. There's no way that people would not feel bad about it. This is why the North Central is saying, oh, we have never produced the House of Reps Speaker. Why wouldn't you consider us when we delivered 4 states in the presidential election?
That's the real reason.
Yes.
That's the out of 6.
No, even the Southwest also. The Southwest did 4 too. No, the Southwest did not even outdo them.
Do not.
That's why Father Asiwaju Tinubu comes from the Southwest. The Southwest did not outdo the North Central in terms of the number of states won. Because here in the southwest, Asiwaju lost Osun, he lost Lagos, it was his home state. Then in the governorship election, we now have 5 for the APC out of 6. PDP took Plateau. That's the only state.
North Central.
Yes. By the time this inauguration takes place, PDP would have just won one state, which is the North Central, which is Plateau. Again, that is a mark of loyalty to the party. You cannot, facts are the tools of our trade. You cannot revolt against facts, except if they are not facts. So that is what they are saying. The governors, it's impossible for the governors to sit down and go against what the aspirants from their zone are saying, because the central issue is that the North Central has been shortchanged. You can see the people who are there. Sani Bello, the outgoing governor of Niger, Lalong, outgoing governor of Plateau, Abdullah Sule from Nasarawa, the governor there, Yaya Bello from Kogi, the governor-elect of Benue, Hyacinth Alia, Wase, who is a contestant, the deputy senate president, Alia. Then Senator Sani Musa from Niger, and Yusuf Adamu Gagdi from Plateau State, one of the young House of Reps member who is also seriously in contention. So they said yes. What they want, governors, especially the Kwara governor, for example, he was very polite. He said, we respect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We back his incoming administration, but we want to appeal that this matter should be reconsidered, and that we would love to meet with him so that this zoning structure can be reconsidered. So that is it. They are not using force. They are not using fighting language. You say no. We said or not. No, but what could the party? Yes, you say we are party men. We are ready to do further consultation and appeal to stakeholders that this time let the North Central get a good deal. This is the point. They are not asking for anything more than that the North Central should be rewarded, for the role that I play. Because at the end of the day, when you look at that structure, the North Central has been completely shut out.
Doesn't completely. When you look at the way things are going and everything, do you see a replay of what we had in the 8th or 9th Assembly and the 10th Assembly?
I don't see that happening. And honestly, I think that was one of the reasons the opposition parties said they are no longer fighting. Because you can see that there is no support from the APC with them. Ordinarily, everybody who feels shortchanged should be working with the opposition now in order to get the required mileage. But so far, we have not seen anything.
Let me tell you what one of them said.
To suggest that.
He said that he wanted to avoid the banana peel because those opposition Senate reps members have been reaching out. Give us deputy, we will support you. Give us deputy. So those ones said, no, don't bring that. Don't bring that. Because at the end of the day, if you make, they may even say, oh, you have already negotiated with these people, and that may hurt your own chances with your party. So everybody is careful because they know they are being watched. So if those guys can't get the guarantee that, okay, what Bukola did at that time, they will do it. They will not give that support. They will just be on their own. That's what is happening, because you have to commit yourself to them that will give them something you can get. And for now, nobody is doing that. And they can't produce on their own.
And it is not likely to happen. So that is why the opposition has quickly come out to say, okay, we are leaving it. The second thing, which I'm sure we would have observed, was that since this zoning arrangement was brought into the public, and the man representing Bendi Federal Constituency from Abia State, that's Ben Kalu, was name was tipped for the position of deputy speaker, you will see that the agitation from the Southeast has
petered out.
You can't hear so much agitation now. And that's what the North Central is also saying. Because that's where the agitation is there. These governors met for several hours with their own people. So the moment you are able to take care of them within that system, you'll see that the party will be at peace.
I think the biggest complaints from there.
It's from there now. The Southeast has virtually stopped talking. Because everybody feels, okay, we've gotten something. At least it's something. It's not chief whip, it's not majority leader. It's deputy
presiding position.
Speaker. So that's what the Northwest also, North Central also wants. And it's not too much to ask. You know, we've once said it here, that any agitation must be addressed with sufficient political will, in a way that those who are agitated will be able to say, okay, at least we have something. Not that you don't have anything, everything is now taken away, and then you are being told to just wait, relax, and then when the government comes into being, you now begin to get board appointments. What does that do to anybody? Even for the psyche of the politicians, it's not good enough. What do they go back home to tell their people for voting?
Yes.
For the party?
For loyalty.
For loyalty, to go and tell them, don't worry, they've promised us board appointments. I think in all of this, we must begin to look at what will make everybody happy. Because it is when people are happy that the government can run well. This government needs the support of everybody. And the North Central we are talking about, even other candidates, presidential candidates, in their campaign, they've still been referring to the North Central as where we need to go back to ensure that our food production gets on track. So we must not allow people to be disoriented. It's not good enough. These people must be compensated. And what they are demanding for, if you ask me, is not too much.
No, I don't.
Because the Northwest...
They are not making any extraordinary...
Nothing extraordinary. The Northwest has to... Why can't you withdraw one?
If you can reward a geopolitical zone that didn't even give you a single state.
A single state.
You can give them a principal, a presiding officer position. Why not a state that, a zone that gave you 4 states? Let's think about it. If we were in their shoes, our blood will boil. Our blood will boil. We will demand that what is going on? Do something.
Imagine the Southwest not being sure of anything at this point. It would have been serious.
When it appeared that Jonathan was marginalizing the Southwest, we were talking about it. Everyone, it was clear, people, and that he eventually paid for it. Because when the time came for election, he was forgotten. He did not get the support that he needed. The Southwest aligned with the North to install Muhammadu Buhari. So reward must be a constant thing in politics, in a democracy, because that is what encourages people to stand by a party. They will recall that, oh, you didn't do anything for us, when in 4 years you are looking for a renewal of your mandate. Yeah. So this thing has to be reconsidered, in my view. It's not because I'm from the North Central. I'm just a fair person.
I'm also with you on that.
Oh, it has to be reviewed. I'm also with you on that. Listen to them. Listen to what they are saying.
All right. I thank you, Dr. Ladipo and Bikio, for your contribution. And that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast tonight by 11 p.m. And don't forget to join us this Sunday for Journalist Hangout on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Usuba. Bye for now.